somebody was with me already and then checked out. That was strange. It's like 2 a.m. here, and a couple hours ago, I did a live earlier, and um, I was letting you all know that for a couple of days, I'm going to be having my power in and out as they repair and trim lines and change low frequency or low intensity lines to high intensity lines. I don't know. I live in Bumpkin Town and they're trying to upgrade, so pray for us all. So I thought this may be the best way, just to do a live, let it get out so that it can get out and be seen. But I did a live and I was telling everybody to go to Down Under Crime Talks and show some love. And then when I got off my live, I was getting, hello, thanks for joining me. I was just saying that I did a live earlier and I was telling everybody to go show some love to Down Under Crime Talks. And when I got off my live, I had some random like emails and stuff come through where I give out my email and some of my contact, and they were like, why are you saying nice things about Sharon? She said horrible things about you. Listen, what happened in all the hubbub happened in all the hubbub. None of what I said was pointed towards Sharon in any way. The voice that I heard was a female with an American accent. But what I was mad at was I knew that there had been a Tennessee state employee. Somebody had to originally hand over information. And could it potentially have been to the wrong, to someone they shouldn't have. And then I was frustrated with, if there was a Tennessee state employee that gave information out, I'm frustrated with them. And then anyone who got that information that decided to put it on YouTube originally, that was kind of sorry too. So those are the people I were frustrated with. And I was like 99% sure, since it was information gotten from Tennessee, that it had to be someone local. And I was frustrated that we can't trust our Tennesseans, that we can't trust the people that are in positions to take care of children that are in protective custody. I was frustrated. And I wanted to do a video, and when I heard it, I was cleaning my house. I was playing it. I was like, it was going through, patched through like 3 different systems to play through my speakers so that I could hear it. And it was on autoplay. It was just playing through my recommendeds that popped up. Y'all know when you clean house and you mop and you're listening. And so I heard a female American voice, and it irritated me because I thought, oh God, no. Well, left, had to go down under the mountain, help my mother take care of my granny. No internet, no signal. Come back and thought, I don't know. I couldn't find it, and I thought, I don't even care. I'm just gonna do a video and let everybody know it breaks the law. And if you hear something that breaks the law, don't pass it along. So I did. And okay, hang on. Is that Sharon? Okay, so I don't know who it was that I heard, because by the time I got back home, and the time my 3 systems had already unsynced, and then I live in the sticks, nothing works correctly. So I thought, well, screw it. I don't know who it was, so I'm just going to do because I knew that whoever did it would know who they were. So I was like, that's who. And I'm pretty, I'm like 90% sure it had to be somebody local in Tennessee, because that's the only way they would have gotten the information, which makes me feel really horrible about Tennessee, and that hurt my heart. But none of it was aimed towards Sharon. And Sharon and I have since chatted. I've commented on some of her videos, chatted through Instagram. And then tonight I went and watched her video. And y'all don't get frustrated with anything that she said, because when she said it, we hadn't talked yet when she filmed that. And she was still upset. And what she said came from an emotional place. And I understand why people get emotional, because a lot of people that are drawn into the story have had lives very similar to Summer's, or have had something happen to where they attach emotionally to the story. So it's very difficult for them to remain unattached. So I understand why it's a highly emotional thing. And so whatever she said before we chatted, and she was highly emotional and she was upset. And what it seems like from now, because she brought out another channel. Well, Priscilla, I'm sure she will. I was hoping she would come on tonight, but she didn't make a video tonight. I was hoping she would, normally she's on about every night. So I know that she got attacked a lot. I got attacked a lot too. I didn't really talk about it a lot. I just kind of made fun of it. she got attacked a lot too. And I think I've got a pretty tough skin on me, so it didn't really bother me. But she got attacked a lot too. And I think after she posted Mystery Angel, Mystery, I can't remember which one it is. When she posted a video of a lady that explained the scenario of the possible leak, I thought, well, that's a pretty good plot analysis there. That's pretty fair. And it looks like someone, like a larger creator, was manipulating to get it leaked so that they could then attack smaller creators and get everybody turned against each other. There it would go. And, well, see, here's the thing. Sharon's in Australia, so there's a time gap. So it's, her stuff comes out before, and so I'm like a day behind her, you know. So what she said before we had chatted and cleared stuff up. But I'm sure that when I made that video, I'm sure that a lot of people inwardly felt bad because they thought, oh crap, I've done this and I didn't know it. The people that shared it not knowing what they were sharing, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the person who originally leaked it and the first person who thought it would be a good idea to put it on the internet. Because it changes an investigation, it changes how the kids are cared for, it changes everything, and it creates such a dangerous atmosphere. Because then you know, no matter how much you want to keep them safe, you can't because something's getting out somewhere. And you know you got a mole, and that changes everything. And so that's why I was frustrated, because the kids' protection is top notch. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. I mean, that's it. That's all I'm concerned about is those little kids' protection. But I don't want anyone to go and be hateful. I don't want anybody to think, you don't have to defend me in comments anywhere. It's okay for people to have opinions about people. It's okay. I am not everybody's cup of tea. That's okay. And I've said this several times. This is a highly emotional case for a lot of the people that are covering it. And I've been in law enforcement a long time. So I know how to detach. And I know that you emotionally, mentally have to detach. Because you will start to take input the wrong way. It will become highly personalized and highly emotional. And so to me, no, I'm not mad at anybody. What I said exactly what the mystery angel, is it Angel or Angle? I don't know. I liked her. I liked her vibe. I said exactly what she said, but everybody took mine personal. Because I'm a new person, and everybody, you know, wanted to create a hubbub. Well, it seems like everybody wanted to create a hubbub at Sharon, too. It seems like all the little people were attacked. Chip, okay. Is that her name? Is her name Chip? She was, is that her name? I don't know, it was a little girl with a British accent. Was it a little girl with a British accent? Had a British accent. I'm blind, and I was laying in bed on a little iTube, or iPad. And, so it sounds like the big creators, like, planned this, like, got somebody to leak it, and then they wanted to come down and trickle down and bash the little ones and make a big mess. Y'all, don't let them make a big mess. Don't let them make a big mess. It's okay. You can go to Sharon's videos and see where I've commented. Nothing but love for Sharon. I've told her, do not apologize for being sassy and taking up for yourself, because you're going to need those teeth and that tenacity for YouTube. Hang on to that. It's fine. You're going to need that. And you do need to be able to stand up for yourself, especially in the YouTube environment. Like I said, this little box is intoxicating. So y'all, no hate. I love Sharon. You can listen to her videos and you can tell she has a good heart. But you can also tell she's new, and she's forming her channel, and she's forming bonds with people, and this is a tumultuous time, and on top of that, she's covering a very emotional database of stories. And so it's emotional, and it's touchy, and people can get a bit touchy, and it's okay. It's absolutely okay. It's fine. People have off days. People make links in their mind that you don't envision them making. People take things wrong. We're human. We're all human. But I will say that I wish I had better technology in the sticks. I looked for it when I got home, couldn't find it, and I thought, well, I'm not going to spend an hour trying to find this again. I'm just going to do a video and say, hey, don't do this. It violates Tennessee state law, and if you're the worker that did this in Tennessee, no, not going to tolerate it. And, you know, but the people that shared it not knowing it was illegal, I'm not mad at y'all. I'm mad at whoever originally leaked it and the first person thought they needed to put it on the goddamn internet. It's two people that I'm kind of irritated with right now. But I understand that there could have been a plot behind it to do it. And there very well could have been. I don't know. And I understand that big creators like to make the poop roll downhill. It's okay. It's completely okay. But I don't want... I know some of you will probably go watch Sharon's video, and I don't want you to give her any hate. Because that video, you've got to think she's in Australia, so the time lag... We have talked via Instagram. No, I'm not going to show you a message that would violate her privacy. But you can see my comments on her videos. And she's got a really good group of people down there that have all been through trauma too, that are all building a great web to help each other. And, I mean, I would say go and show some love. It's, I understand, like I like to make silly videos and make people laugh, and the only reason I grasped onto this because literally it's in my backyard. It's just right, you know, just over the hills. And it frustrated me because the parents were doing everything that you can envision a parent to do wrong in a situation like this. I was seeing it, so it frustrated me. And so that's why I grasped onto the case, because it was it's a great learning tool for people that are in this scenario or people that have been in abusive homes. The sad thing is I have reading glasses and they're in my pocketbook, and I hate to wear them. But they're getting bad, and I've got an eye appointment to go and get them upgraded. So, but I need a bigger screen. This is a little phone. But I just want to say, don't go and... If you hear somebody that doesn't like me, it's okay. Not everybody has to like me. It's fine. It's fine. But there is a day lag between me and Sharon, and we have communicated. And I just want to say, if it had been Sharon I was mad at, there was no reason for me mad at Sharon. But if it was Sharon I was mad at, I would have just Instagrammed her. But like I said, I got home late that evening, started going through, couldn't find it, and I thought, I'm not wasting all this time. I'm just going to do one of my little educational videos and say, don't do this. So, and then it just kind of went haywire from there. But I understand that there was much more going on behind the scenes, especially with creators, and creators trying to get information they shouldn't get. And everybody's like super emotional. I mean, like I said, it's time to take a step back and just decompress. So don't go show hate. She has a great channel. She has a good heart. She has a genuine love for what she's doing. And I think that she's going to have a channel that a lot of people are going to gravitate to because of her demeanor. And I think it was a wreck. Yeah, I think that there were several people from several angles trying to manipulate. And when people do that, I just don't respond, and I just get on here and I go, stop that crap. Stop that crap, you know. I don't need that crap done to me. Stop it. And unfortunately, you know, she may have received even more hate than I did. And from the way it sounds, she may have. So they may have hit her harder than they hit me, because I'm a heifer. I know I'm a heifer. So I just want everybody to know, don't go and be hateful in her comments. Do not be hateful to her, because what was done, there was a lot of strings attached to pull to create behavior that didn't need to be created. And I don't hold anyone at fault. It was a big cluster. And it's okay when people say words about somebody. They're just words. It's okay for people to say words. They're just words. And we have chatted. And from her responses to me have been positive. So I'm assuming that everything's okay, but the time lag really is confusing. It's confusing. It's hard to always get on the same page because of the time difference. But I just want you to know, don't go defend me. Don't say, never go anywhere and defend me. It's not your job. It's going to get you into a mess that is not your mess to be into. Don't do it. And that's also a good thing to learn. Don't go and dog anybody, because it gets you in another mess. And the only way that I could address it, not knowing who had did it, not being able to find the video, was to not point any fingers anywhere, because I didn't know where to point them, and just say, look, this is illegal, don't do it. And if you're doing it, check yourself and don't do it anymore. And unfortunately, because of the high emotional content, a lot of people took that very personally. And it is what it is. You cannot, it's just, you got to watch a YouTube video and take it for what it is. And if it doesn't apply to you, and if it does, soak it in. But y'all, she has a great heart. She's got a great channel. She's got a great way of discussing these things with people, where she stays very calm. Her voice is very calm, and she's easy to listen to. She's easy to follow. And I think she's going to have a really solid channel. And so I want you to know, please go show her love. She's going to have a really solid channel. Don't watch the old videos and be hateful to her. It's all cleared up. Don't worry about it. And then when I watched that Mystery Girls video, I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. Now, okay. I don't know these other channels. And a lot of people just, like, created a Facebook account to send me a nasty message, and then they deleted it, so it just said Facebook user. So I don't know who was sending me a lot of the crap. I was, where I would get, like, a email address that I couldn't respond to. And it was just like, okay. I'm a target. I've been a target a long time. It's okay. So I'm not one that'll get on here and point fingers and and what I say, I just say, and if it applies to you, let it apply, and if it doesn't, just throw it away. And that's just kind of the best way to be. But this is a highly emotional case, and it's difficult because the people that gravitate toward it, you've heard them talk, they've all had some kind of abuse history, trauma history. And so it touches them a little bit deeper, and so it's a little bit more high intensity. So just take it for what it is. It was just a cluster created by people that thought they wanted to pull strings. I don't let my strings be pulled, and I don't want anyone to take away an opportunity from someone who has something good being created because of somebody else pulling strings. So everybody, go show her love. Keep promoting her channel. She's almost to where she can live stream. She's just, within 45 people. So we really need to get over there and sub so that she can live stream. But show her love, because she really does have a very good perspective that does need to be shared in this world. She's got a very good perspective. And don't be upset with anything she said. Like I said, she's going to need that teeth and that tenacity for YouTube. She's absolutely going to need them. I'm glad she stood up for herself. Even if she thought she was needing to stand up to me, I'm glad she stood up to it for herself. Because YouTube's a harsh place. She's going to have to be able to stand up for herself. So I'm not mad about that at all. Because I know now that she will do that for herself. And I know now that the unhappiness that created what she stated the other night was what she was going through and the attacking that was happening. So it's sad to think that she got more hate possibly than I got. That speaks a lot about YouTube. We need to correct that. But y'all, don't defend me and don't be hateful to other people if they don't like me. It's okay. I am a rare taste, and I understand that. So it's okay. But I wanted to clear this up because I likely will not have electricity in the morning. And it would be like a day or two before I could clear it up. So I wanted to jump up really quick and clear this up because I did not want another cluster created. So, y'all, it's all love and light and rainbows and unicorn farts around here. Don't let anybody control you emotionally. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't want to see her get upset and not move forward with her channel, because her channel, I believe her channel is building a great thing. I really think her foundation is going to be a solid one. And I just don't want it tripped up, and I don't want people to say something that, I don't want people to let, words out that could cause permanent hurt. There's no need for it. There's absolutely no need for it. I love her to death. I think she's one of the kindest souls I've ever met. And we had a great discussion the other day. I'm open to having as many more as she wants to have. And I think it would be great if we could get on a live and talk about how we were manipulated by bigger creators, apparently, because apparently, like, I don't think anybody, like, individually contacted me. I think they sicked their dogs on me. Does that make sense? That's what it felt like to me. I was like, okay. But I didn't get anyone step up and say, hey, this is who I am and we need to talk. It was just random nastiness. Random blurbs of nastiness. And so it's just, and that's just going to be part of this little box. And I just don't respond to it. It's just, that's not where I want to put my energy. And people can tell me anything about anyone, but until I have a face-to-face, I'm just kind of like, it doesn't matter. Oh, Lord. Well, I don't want anybody that goes onto Sharon's page to watch her last video and think that things are unresolved. You can go under the last couple of videos and see where we have actually commented back and forth and talked, and we have chatted on Instagram. And so she's been positive in response. So in my world, I'm like, okay, well, everything's cleared up, because as soon as I got wind that she thought it was, I was speaking of her, I was like, oh crap. And I Instagrammed her and I was like, honey, no, you didn't do anything wrong. But I had a few people, say some not so nice things during her live when she was talking about me. And don't ever defend me in somebody else's chat. You don't have to. It's not your job. Don't ever put yourself in an emotional spot over me. It's not your job. You don't need to be in a, just don't give them that energy, and don't put your energy on you, not on me. Do positive things for you. Don't do it for me. I can take care of myself. But what was done was there was a lot of manipulation being done to small creators. And I think she received more hate than even I did, which is sad to think. But I think she went through a lot more. And this is just a highly emotional case. And people, when they hear things, they'll take it. And sometimes it gets, it gets personally applied when it's not supposed to. And we just have to straighten it out. And this, as far as I'm concerned, everything that was done on a foundation of, fudgery, from people just trying to knock out the small people coming up and trying to create enemies where there should be friends. So I'm like, well, I mean, once we chatted, once I sent stuff and she was positive, and I told her what I was, what I believed, that it was somebody in Tennessee. It had to be a state employee and somebody in Tennessee, because the proximity and getting it really, and I said that frustrated me. It made me mad, because here I see it in a state that normally takes care of its own, and then boom, private information gone out. So all I know, it was a female voice that I heard, and it had an American accent. That's all I know. If I'd got home sooner, if I'd had more time to dig, but I don't know all these channels, and I don't know the tangle they're all in, and I don't care to know, to be quite honest. Because I don't talk a whole lot about true crime. So it's not something I'm really super worried about. I'm just a duck in its water off my back. But I just don't want anyone to go over there and cause her any grief, because she was being manipulated. And she was possibly being attacked even more than me. So, only show her love. She is a wonderful, wonderful woman with a kind and gracious heart. She had a terrible last few days, it sounds like. I mean, the time difference definitely creates an issue with communication, so that's probably played into it as well. But you can go see where we've commented back and forth in the last couple of videos. But she had already taped that one. It was already ready to be released. No hate, y'all. And I'm glad that she had the tenacity and the teeth on her to stand up and snap, because she's going to need that for YouTube. And I want her to be on YouTube for a long time, because she has a great foundation started. And you can just, when you go to her channel, she's invested in what she's telling you. She is. There will be balance and, you know, growth as she goes along, and that'll come. So I don't want anybody to go and cause any haters, cause stir. As far as I'm concerned, we know now it was leaked, possibly to cause detriment to the case. Other people are frustrated too. I wasn't the only one that was frustrated. And I think people always expect me to be this little ball of laughs, and when I'm dead serious, and I have a sharper edge to me when I'm serious. I have a very sharp edge. When I'm dead serious, I'm done. When we're talking about kids' privacy, I'm done. And so I'm sure some people were like, didn't know how to process that video because they just met me. They didn't know how to process that side of me. That's okay too. We all got to sit here and learn each other. It's okay. It's water off a duck's back. It was just manipulation from the overlords trying to save their butts and attack and get the little guys going and blame it on somebody else. And it's just like, you know, there's just no reason for that. The focus should be on that little girl and finding that little girl and not on causing all that crap for each other. So, and there's so much to be learned by this case, from how this case is going to be handled. Other families need to watch this and look at the signs and the symptomology and how it's handled, and start processing to look for those signs, those cues in your own world. There's so much that can come from this that's positive, so much that can be learned. And I just don't want the privacy and the records of the boys breached because it's dangerous. And I think everybody understands that now, but I think when I first said it, they were like, how dare you? But now they're like, oh, no, I get it now. So, it's fine. It's fine. And if somebody's out there still mad, it's okay. You can be mad. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not everybody's bestie, and I'm not everybody's cup of tea. It's fine. But I certainly don't want anybody to cause her any grief, because I'm 150% am behind this woman and her channel and her group and her people. And it's easy to sway emotions and people in this little box. It's much better to know somebody tangible, physically, in person. But I have complete faith that as we all grow, me and Sharon will probably be people that keep in touch for a long, long time. And I feel like we kind of each have a battle scar on us now from this ordeal. So, y'all, it's okay. I love everybody. Take care of yourself. And I'll be back when they get the power lines restrung. So if you don't see me for a couple days, that's why. Be back as soon as I can. Love y'all. Bye.